Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's the first Monday of the new year, so it's obviously exciting. Whenever you get on here, say hi. If you catch the replay, meaning the little live box is not up there, then replay below. Let me know that you're watching, where you're watching from. And do me a favor and share this, just so I can help grow my network some more. Let me try to fix my hair a little. I figured I might as well get on here and get ready with all of you, because I feel like so many people don't like Mondays, and I really like them, especially now. I've just grown to love them. So I thought on here I would just hop on and share some positivity and some light. So I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna put my primer on, and I just use the VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer. It makes your skin feel like soap. So say hello whenever you get on, and this is really good at hiding your pores, which I love. So this is only the second primer that I've ever used before, and I will have to say it's really amazing. The first one I used consistently for years, and so I was kind of nervous to switch it up, because you know, when you get used to something, you're just comfortable with something, you kind of have those expectations, and this one definitely blew them out of the water, and it was $12. So I'm really happy with this. And if you are someone that prefers like a dewy finish, or if you're someone that has really dry skin, we have another primer that's VFX as well, but it is in a purple tube. It's actually called VFX Strobe. So this is just VFX Pro. If you have dry to normal skin, this is a really good one, or oily, this is really good for that too. Okay. So we're gonna do that, and while I let that sit in for just a minute, I am gonna talk to you about my skincare just very briefly, because I will be honest, I feel like, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal for me to have Xoxo. Like, I'm already a mom, I already know how to do the mom things, but I didn't really have, like, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was way harder in so many areas. Just personal-wise, business-wise, adding Xoxo to the mix. And one of the things that really I struggled with after I had her trying to get into a routine was my skincare. And I love skincare. Hi, Lindsay. Good morning. Like, to me, skincare is my main thing. I love it way more than makeup. I just think that it's super important to take care of your skin. Thank you, Lindsay. So yesterday I had mousse in it just to kind of, you know, complement my curls, and then this morning they were just wild, so I actually used my wand on some of the wild pieces to tame them, and I was really happy with how it turned out. I feel like it made it a lot bigger, but I like it, so thank you, Lindsay. So anyway, skincare is huge to me. Your makeup will only look as good as your skincare regimen is. You know, if you're not taking care of your skin, if you're not exfoliating, if you're not moisturizing, if you're not just keeping your skin nice and hydrated, your makeup it might look okay some days, and then some days it's just gonna look flaky, it's gonna separate on your face, it's just not gonna look good. And honestly, I mean, your skin is your skin. It's going to last you for as long as you are living, and it's going to age. It's inevitable. So, like, to me, taking care of your skin is so important. So when I had Xoxo, like, I really struggled at first to get back into a regimen. So for a while I felt like I lived on makeup wipe removers, because, you know, when you're nursing all night long, like, sometimes I wouldn't wipe my makeup off until I got up to nurse at 2 in the morning. But I've been really trying to be intentional with my skincare and just taking better care of myself in general. So what I've been doing, I've been using an eye cream, and it's called an Age Reversus eye cream, and I've been using this. It actually came in the starter kit that I chose when I joined pharmacy, so as you can see, like, it's getting pretty empty. I'm almost out, but that was in June, so it's lasted me a long time, and I use it twice a day. Just until recently, Pharmacy launched a Lumi Radiance line, so this is really good for brightening up your skin, for lightening dark spots, pigmentation, any of that. So I was like, let me get this eye cream. I use the Lumi Radiance one in the morning when I do my skincare, and then at nighttime I add the Age Reversist. And it's just, I like to play around with my skincare regimen and see what works. But this eye cream, the Lumi Radiance for under eye brightness, was only $11. They're the exact same size. So, and this is how, I've had this since June, so what is that, 7 months now? And this is how long it has lasted me. This is one thing I'm very consistent with. I have to moisturize my skin. I have to. And honestly, I like to moisturize basically from my chest up, because this is all, like, your neck and your chest too, especially as women, like, these are such delicate areas. The skin is thinner. You really want to take care of those. Like, you don't want to just focus on your face, and then as you age and things naturally start to age, and go down, like, you don't want this to be like all plump and nice and then like from here down not. So I really try to make it a point to basically, I'll put my skincare on, but then I'll start with a little bit more moisturizer, and I'll just kind of go up and rub it all over, because you want to take care of yourself, of your skin, especially that way. So I just put on some Lumi Radiance this morning, just for under eye brightening. And then this face cream is really, I have used the Rose line, and I love the Rose line. So I tried quite a few of those skincare products when I first joined pharmacy for a few different reasons. One, I wanted to find what worked best for me, and you have to keep in mind, when I started, I think Coco was 4 months, and I was nursing, so my hormones were wild, and like, they're still pretty wild. They're still adjusting 10 months later. So I wanted to just kind of see what worked for me, what I liked, but also I wanted to be able to tell my network and my customers that were reaching out to me personally, like, what's the Rose line like? What's the Calendula line like? What's the Lumi Radiance? What about Age Reversus? Like, I want to know. I want to be able to touch, to feel, and be able to give you the best advice that I can. But this Calendula face cream has been my go-to. This also came in my starter kit. I actually got 2 of these in my starter kit, and I almost sold one of them just to someone local until I realized how much I really liked it. And I'm glad that I didn't, because I just ran out of my first jar of this. And this is $9 for a face cream, and it's thicker, which used to scare me, because I'm like, I can't use thick stuff on my face or it'll break me out, and this does not break me out at all. So this is for normal skin, normal to dry, sensitive skin. This is what is best for that. And if you, just a little tip, especially since it's winter time and a lot of my network is up north where it's a lot colder, if you're really needing that extra hydration, on the cooler days that we finally get in Florida, I will take a tiny bit of this and I will mix it with the smallest drop of the Calendula face and body oil, and oh my gosh, it is amazing. It feels so, so, so good on your skin. So good on your skin. Hey, Miranda, I've been thinking about you so much lately. Thanks for hopping on here. So now I'll remember to message you so we can get together. So that is really good. And the Calendula face oil, I believe, is like $27, but it's going to last you a long time as well. And it's so soft. It's so soft. I'm really, really, really pleased with all of the skincare I've been using. So I just wanted to share that with you while I let my primer set in and before I got my makeup on. So as you can see, I have a little spot here that I'm just covering up with my soft orange concealer. This is the concealer stick, and I'll just show you I don't feel like my under eye circles are really bad. Sometimes I just feel like that's how I'm just always tired. But if you were going to be covering up dark circles under your eyes, this is what I do. I put a soft orange concealer underneath. I don't have any foundation on yet, and I'll just kind of show you what I do. I just dab it on, and then I'll use my finger just to blend it out a little bit, and you really want to be careful, you know, pressing on your under eye area because it is a delicate area. You don't want to, you know, make your fine lines or wrinkles worse by like tugging on all of your skin. But that's what I like to do. So you would color correct first before you know, try to cover up your dark circles. And then I will do foundation. So I'm mixing shades 2 and 1 with VFX. This is the VFX Camera Ready Pro foundation. It is a photo filter technology. It's super, super cool because you feel like you have a filter on your face. And I'm getting way too much. I get way too much whenever I mix these because I just get carried away. So I do have way too much. Like, that's all that I have on my sponge, and that's too much. If that just goes to show you how little you need. You really do not need much at all. But, and I keep meaning to, I've been seeing other girls say that they like applying their photo filter technology with a damp sponge. And it's been so long since I've applied my makeup with a damp sponge. So I always forget to do that, but I really want to try it. And then since we already have the orange concealer under eye, I really just kind of want to bounce my sponge there. I don't want to necessarily pull the product away. So my sponge is with, I have everything in this little makeup cart, and I had some perfume samples sent to me from pharmacy. So much of my stuff smells like it just because it's been trapped in here. I don't think I have the sample in here anymore. But they sent me a sample of one of their perfumes. I think it's called Rihanna. It's in a purple bottle, and it smells so good. I actually ordered a full-size bottle of it. I feel like I really don't wear a lot of perfume, but that stuff smells so good that I had to just order. I had to order some. So you can see this side is blended out now, and this side isn't. So it's a pretty big difference. And I probably should have added more of my lighter shade, but I'll be alright. I'll get it all blended. I feel like the spot that I'm trying to cover is fresh. And when spots are fresh, it's sometimes a little difficult to get the coverage that you actually want. But I think I did a pretty good job. And I can tell that my detoxing is starting to work finally, because I've been getting like random little spots like that on my face. And I've been detoxing, what is this, January? I started detoxing consistently the beginning of December. So things normally take a while to like get moving and get going whenever you have autoimmune issues. And, you know, it gets a little defeating sometimes because you do the detox work and it's not fun. And you're like, okay, well, nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden you'll start noticing little changes in your body. And that is, for me, whenever I start to detox, that is something that definitely takes place for me. But I'm okay with it because I know it's temporary. My skin has definitely been through it before. So I'm just going to highlight. So this is shade Light Ivory. And then, so basically the last step that I would do if I was trying to cover up dark circles, I started with my soft orange concealer to color correct the darkness. And then I put my foundation on just to kind of cover everything else up. And then you can go in with a Light Ivory. This is shade Light Ivory concealer. I use the concealer stick. I think they're a little bit better at hiding your pores, but I had a sample of the liquid Light Ivory and I really liked it. It was a super soft, it's a super soft liquid, and I guess I just didn't really know what to expect with liquid concealers because I'm not used to those, but I was really impressed with the liquid. and I would say a little goes a very long way with the liquids too. And I think there's like a $2 difference between the liquid and the concealer stick. The sticks, I believe, are 11, and I think the liquids are 9. So really, I think it's just a preference or maybe a price difference if that's there for you. And then to blend out, all that I'm doing is just kind of bouncing my sponge around. Because again, you don't want to pull your product from where you just placed it. You don't want to pull it all over your face because you're going to pull all the product around. And you definitely don't want to do that. So I'll just kind of pat it in there a little because I don't like under eye creasing, which I've been really impressed with this concealer. I feel like sometimes whenever I am, you know, putting on the rest of my face, doing my eyes, I might have to touch up my under eye area just a tiny bit, just, you know, dabbing it wise, but throughout the day, I never have to fix creases or anything like that. So I'm really, really pleased with that because that's always been a struggle for me. And then I'm going to contour it. So this is the creamy contour stick, and I was kind of nervous to use these because I had never used a contour stick before, but I really, really like this. It's super creamy. It is super, it's just easy to use. It's super blendable. And I've had this for, I don't know when I got this, probably in June as well. And I've got quite a bit left. Like, that's all of it all rolled out. Granted, I do not do my makeup every single day. Mom life. But I do try to, you know, be intentional sometimes. If I feel like I need that pick-me-up, I'll try to throw some stuff on. But we do have a lot of face powders too, if, you know, contouring is easier for you with a powder. But I will say that this has been a really, really easy transition. And then I just used a buffer brush to blend it all out. Miranda, I don't know if you're still on here, but I'm not okay with the girls turning 1 soon. I'm not okay at all. I don't even want to plan our birthday party. I'm going to, but I don't want to. And then blend it all the way down, just so you don't have, you know, like a harsh transition. All right. I think everything's blended pretty good. And now I'm going to use my brow mascara and then my Glam Up palette. So Pharmacy recently redid their starter kit, like their business kits, I should say. They always have, you know, you can join for $20 and you don't have to add a business kit if you don't want to, but a lot of us do add them on. I did whenever I joined, and the one that I picked, they actually did away with it this year, at least for the time being. But the one, if I had to do it all over again, or could do it all over again, I would choose their makeup kit. That's $125, and it's like a $330 value, a little bit over that. And the new Glam Up palette is in there. There's like 23 full-size products in there. The 3-in-1 face palette. They have a brand new volumizing mascara that's in there. Our new double lash extended mascara is in there. 3 different eyeliners. It's crazy. There's so much stuff in it. But that's one of the newest things that Pharmacy did for this year was revamp. They revamped our compensation plan and made it even nicer for us. Even, I know that that's probably crazy to hear because it's already so incredibly generous. But they did that, and then they revamped our business kits. So, you know, those obviously aren't something that you have to get whenever you were to sign up, but they're definitely an option there. For me, I got one because I didn't have any of the products, hardly, like mascara. And a couple samples, like that's all that I had of their products. So I'm a toucher, I'm a feeler. I wanted to see what I was getting myself into. but I couldn't believe all of the makeup that they put in there. It's like the good stuff. So I'm going to put on a little bit of our eyeshadow primer. The eyeshadow primer is really good. It just helps keep your eyeshadows in place all day. It helps keep your colors, you know, vibrant. If you have oily eyelids, an eyeshadow primer is definitely something that you can, or that you should invest in. Sorry, I was reading a message that came through that was saying I can. I was messaging one of my girlfriends last night about anniversary stuff. We have an anniversary coming up, which is crazy. It doesn't seem like it. So much happened last year. I feel like last year went by super slow, but at the same time, it was so fast and full of just like a ton of love and family time, which I'm so thankful for. Obviously, we had Xoxo in February, and my husband was able to be home with us for a very long time. So we got to spend a lot of time together. We got a lot of time together over the summer, and I feel like I crave family time. Like, I just want to be with my husband and my children. That's when I feel, I don't know, my best. It's like, that's what helps fill my cup up, is just being with them. So in that aspect, last year was very, very nice for us. Hello, Megan. How are you, lady? Alright, so this is, I'm obviously using the Glam Up palette this morning, and this is Magnolia. It's one of the lightest shades up there, and I like using it as a transition color just because I am going to be using different shades. So I like to have a transition color whenever you're going in with different, you know, different shades. Let me get a drink. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not really sure, I'm just gonna play with them. So I'm going in with Dusty Rose, which is the one next to it. It's like a really pretty soft mauve. I love mauve colors. Love them. So there's a little bit of that. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. This is definitely, I never would have been interested in getting a palette this big, honestly, because there's 12 shadows in here. But I just feel like they're all so perfect because you can keep it super, it's like a natural glam palette. Very natural. You can keep it super chill, or there's enough in here to amp it up if you want a little bit of a deeper color. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a little fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to go in with Buff. Hello, Dad. And I'll put this in my crease. I'm probably going to take this one all the way over. I feel like these shadows are super soft and super easy to blend, which I think is really important when it comes to playing with eyeshadows, because even if you know, especially if you're a beginner is what I'm trying to say. If you're a beginner playing with eyeshadows, you don't want some cheap, you know, quality product that is incredibly hard to blend. You need a soft, blendable product so you can, you know, get a feel for what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And that's exactly what you get with this palette. So, let's see, what do I want? I don't know how this is gonna go, but this is one of the gold shimmers. Normally, I like to apply my shimmers with a wet brush so they show up better, but I really like the way that this one is applying without it. Okay, there's that. And I'll probably, so I'm gonna go in with taupe right now and concentrate on my outer corner. And then I'll probably add ashes too. And when it comes to putting darker colors in your corner like this, I really like to just kind of tap my products down. I like to tap my pigments where I'm wanting them, and then I can go out and blend it. It's just a little tip that I've learned along the way that has really, really helped me learn how to place my shadows so they're not all over the place. And it just, you know, it helps them keep it more controlled and easier to blend this way. So same thing over here. I just kind of like to tap it. And I always say, like, start with a little and then add more, because that makes it way easier to blend your products instead of starting with a ton of stuff on your face and trying to figure out how the heck to blend it. So add a little bit, and then if you need more, then go through and add more. And now I think I am going to go in with, so that was taupe that I just put. So right now I have on magnolia, I have this, and I have this, buff, ashes, and I think I'm going to, or taupe, sorry, this is taupe. I think I'm going to go in with ashes now, just to darken up the outer corner even more. And again, I'm just kind of tapping it right here where I want it in that corner, and then I can go through and blend it. Okay. And then I'll clean that up too, or show you how to clean that up. So I'll do the same thing on this side. Yeah, I like that a lot. See, having it darker on the corners like that, you can really see the gold in the middle popping even more. Okay, so I like that. I might add a little bit more of the gold color, since it's popping so well against that, the darkers. Okay, and then I always blend. I feel like sometimes I don't know if I blend too much or if I should just leave it, but I feel like I have to just blend my product like crazy because I never like it to be like this harsh, dramatic. And then I'll take my blender, my little blender brush, and I'll just kind of use it to swipe up and help those, like, clean up those edges there. I'll do the same thing on the other side. And then something else that you can do just to kind of help clean everything up is you can take a smaller brush, and let me find one that doesn't have a lot of stuff on it. And then, so this is just a smaller brush. This is actually from Pharmacy, and I can go back in with that matte magnolia shade and get some product up there, and you can just kind of swipe it along here just to help clean up your eyebrow area, in case any product got up there that you know, if it got too far. And that is it. And I always feel like sometimes when you're putting on your eyeshadow, it can look a little, I don't know, it might not look the way that you want it to, or you think that it looks a little crazy, but once you put your eyeliner and your mascara on, it really pulls everything together a lot. So keep that in mind too. Sometimes I feel like my eyeshadow looks a little like I just don't like it, and then I'll kind of trust the process and finish doing my makeup, and I like it a lot better. So let's see. Okay, this is just the, what is this? It's an ink liner, the eyeliner from Pharmacy. It is really, really awesome. It's super easy to use. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't bleed. The way a lot of liquid liners will, you know, a lot of them will bleed on you after you put them on. And this one doesn't do that. Okay. So there is that. I'll do the other side. I feel like this side is always my harder side. Does anyone else like that? Does anyone else have like an easy eye that they can do, and then they get to the other eye and it's like, you look nothing like what I'm trying to accomplish. Perfect. See, already I think that my eyeshadow looks way better just having a little bit of eyeliner on it. I'm gonna try to thicken this up here. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to use my favorite mascara. I've used not all of Pharmacy's mascaras, but I've used a lot. I feel like I need to blend a little bit more right here for some reason. Okay. I've used a lot of their mascaras, like a lot of them. I think there's only a couple I haven't tried yet, and I always go back. I like all of them that I've tried, except for I would say my least favorite is the 3D Effect. My personal favorite is the Star Look mascara. It's $19, and I love the wand. I love the shape of it. It makes it super easy to get every single lash individually, so you know that they're all nice and coated. But I am ordering another mascara soon because we just launched another new one, and it's the volume mascara that I was saying comes in the new business kit that they revamped. I am really excited to get that one. It just looks, the results that I've seen from influencers who have already gotten theirs, it looks really cool. So I'm kind of intrigued by that one. Maybe one day I'll learn to not be messy with my mascara. Maybe. But I love how easy it is to get all of these little inner lashes. Definitely no lash left behind with Star Look. And you can do a double coat if you need to, if you want a little bit of extra drama on your eyes, but you definitely don't have to. This is just one coat for me. It makes such a big difference. And you can see even more how put together my eyes are becoming now that I'm finally getting I've got eyeliner on, now I've got mascara on. So it's definitely coming together, and my eyeshadow is looking more like I wanted it to look. So it's just something to keep in mind, especially if you're trying new shadows or trying new looks. Sometimes it can be really intimidating to like get the courage to want to try a new mascara, or not a new mascara, a new eyeshadow, or, you know, new colors, if you want to go bold, or just maybe you're new to it altogether. Sometimes it can be really intimidating. So just keep in mind that, you know, go through all the tips that I gave you while I was applying mine, but keep in mind that you're going to get like the final look, like the final result after your eyes are finished being put together with your eyes, with your eyeliner and with your mascara. So if you're watching the replay, you can rewind and look to see what I looked like, you know, what my shadows looked like with just my mascara, or with just the eyeshadows on. I'm sorry, I'm so tongue-tied. I can't even say that correctly. But you can see that, you know, just be patient. Trust the process of it all. And I have a goal this month to, which I try to do this anyways, but just being intentional with making sure that I do at least 2 Facebook Lives a week. At least 2. That's my minimum. And when did I do one? I did one on, what was that, Friday on the 1st? I think so. But I'm not really counting that one because it was a Friday and it was the end of last week, so I'm not counting that one. This is new week, and I mean, I just don't want to count that one towards this week's goals. Like, this one is one for this week, and then I'll do another one later on in the week. And I don't know if I'm just going to come on and talk, if I'm going to do makeup, if I'll talk about skincare. Who knows with me? But this is what I'm doing for now. And I utilize all of my social media platforms. So I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and I have YouTube. So I've had YouTube for a while. I got it when I was with my last company, but I just didn't really do much with it. So that has been one of my intentions this year, or not 2021, but since I joined my new company, like, to be more intentional with my YouTube channel. So I'm really trying to grow that. So if you're on YouTube and you're watching this video on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And then obviously if you're interested in any of the products or the business side of this opportunity, you already know to message me so I can help you out. And something else that I'm going to do now that I've got all that on, I'm going to take a white eyeliner pencil and we're going to go right in my waterline. Do, 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 do. And it's going to brighten up my under eye area. See how much that brightens up? I just had one of my teammates message me. So I have created a team challenge this month with my team to help motivate them to do their videos, to do lives, pre-recorded videos, whatever it is, because the thing is with this business, let me put my lips on. I'm going to do 2 things to my lips. Actually, let me do this one first. So I'm going to first put on my lip plumper. Watch how glossy this makes my lips. It has like almost a menthol cooling effect to it, because it does plump your lips. It's really cool. But let me see what time it is too. Isn't that so pretty and glossy? You could definitely wear it by itself. 10:38. Okay, I've got a little bit of time. And then I'm going to put a nude gloss over top of it. This is called Nude Flirt. It is from the Nude Essence gloss line. Super pretty. And these are so incredibly soft glosses. So soft. I love them. Okay, but you know, part of, honestly, I don't even want to say part of, I want to say a big part of having your own network marketing business is personal development and really pushing past those mental roadblocks and those mental limiting beliefs and limitations that we put on ourselves, that sometimes we've had these our entire lives. So for me, like, the only reason that I've gotten where I am is because I've worked on myself for years, and that's where we get caught up with it. Sometimes we're like, okay, I'm going to work on personal development for this month or this week or for 2 months, and then at the end of this, time frame that we give ourselves, nothing's changed or not what we expected. These big goals that we had didn't come true in this month-long time frame. So we're just going to give up and we're going to go back to our old ways, because that really doesn't work, whatever Katie's trying to tell us. It just doesn't work. I might as well live my life the way that I've just continued to live it and think and believe certain things about myself that I have my entire life, because it didn't work in a month. Well, these are limiting beliefs that most likely we've had since early childhood. So for me, I'm 31, and that's a long time. Like, that's a lot of years that you have to work through and you have to dig through, and it gets messy because you're bringing up these old emotions that you've been through and traumas sometimes, but you just have to really work on personal development and get past these limiting beliefs. And for me, it's fun, as a leader, as a mentor, to really watch people that join me who are terrified to do anything as far as getting themselves out of their comfort zones, like, just completely blossom. And it's so cool to watch it. Like, I love it. I love helping other women just get past that point. And it's a continuous process. Like, it's a lifestyle change. And you don't have to be in network marketing, to dive in personal development or anything like that, or to change your life. But for me, that's just how I feel like, if you're going to be in network marketing, why not start working on personal development? Because the number one thing that you can do for your business is to work on yourself. Like, you are your business. So if you're just, full of limiting beliefs and not putting yourself out there and staying in this tiny little closed up bubble and, letting all these negative thoughts take over, like, that's how your business is being run right now. I can look at your numbers and know that that's how you are thinking is how your business is being ran. And you just can't think that way. And it's fun to just kind of get people out of that mindset and to help them start shifting and realizing that there's so much more to life than limiting beliefs. So anyways, that is what part of my team challenge this month is, to have them do videos. And because a lot of them have never done anything like this before. So this is just a really good way to help break those barriers, and to do the necessary work that they need to do to get them to be able to just press play. So I'm excited for this month for my team, especially because I love working with them. I love working with the ones that like being held accountable, because that's where I thrive the most, is just from helping people. So that's all that I've got for you today. I hope that you guys have a great Monday, a happy day, and I hope that you do something for yourself. Whether it's, I don't know, whatever it is, just do something that makes yourself feel good. And whatever feeling you have in your stomach that is telling you to do something, like, that's your intuition. Like, that is your intuition guiding you down the path that you've been dreaming of. So don't ignore it. Don't let the people around you, don't let their negative thoughts, like, take over you and push you away from what your intuition is telling you. Because once you quiet those voices around you and really start listening and letting your intuition guide you on the path that you're meant to be on, that's where true magic happens, and that's where life-changing events happen. So, happy Monday!